Okay, it's actually working this time. Okay. Oops. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I tried recording it again, and technology hates me, so the first time, of course, it didn't record. So this time I wanted to make sure it had started. Alright. So, I don't know how many of you guys are starting like a new semester tomorrow, or like have different classes or whatever. For me, it's my first day of second semester, and it starts on a Friday, which is kind of stupid. And I'm really nervous. And I'm the kind of person that freaks out over little things. So, for example, I have a big fear of smelling, like badly. So, I wanted to kind of ease that anxiety and know that it's okay. Like, I can fix things if I feel like I'm gonna break down and freak out. I can fix things and I can make things okay at school and not be like, oh, I wish I had nail clippers, for example, because I'll have them. So I've made a little pack, and for me that's really helpful. I'm going to be putting it in this pocket in my bag. It has a ton of compartments, which is nice, and some of it's going to go in this one too. I have a lot of stuff. So, okay. So let's go through this. My first thing I have is deodorant. And to me that's important because if I feel like I'm smelling or something, then I can put this on, or if I forget to use deodorant, something like that, then I can just calm down, breathe in, breathe out, and fix it. I also have an assortment of pills. So I have ibuprofen, which is like for headaches and muscle spasms and cramps and things. I have lactose pills, in case I have something with dairy in it and I don't realize. I can take those and not be so uncomfortable. I also have Gravel for stomach aches and nausea, and I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, and I also have Tums in case I have indigestion or something. So that's helpful, right? Band-Aids in case I get a paper cut, which I hope I don't because I'm afraid of those and I will freak out. In terms of breath, I have mints and floss, and I'm going to get a toothbrush and toothpaste. I also have a nail file and nail clip, so if I break a nail or a hangnail, or if something goes wrong, then I can fix it. I have lip gloss, and I also have lip gloss in my coat pocket. I have hand sanitizer, so that way when our bathrooms are out of soap, like always, I can sanitize my hands. I also have hand cream because the sanitizer makes my hands really dry, and have antibacterial hand cream in case I don't want to use sanitizer. And I have an assortment of feminine products and all that. And I also have a little bag to put them in, so that way if I have to go to the bathroom during class, it's okay, I can just take this out and it's not awkward and I'm not nervous and I'm not wondering what people are thinking and all that. It just saves me a big hassle. You can take this little bag and people can think what they want. And it's a cute bag too, right? Okay. So now onto some actual school stuff I have that kind of calms me down and it makes me realize, like, okay, things are alright, organization is good. I am slightly OCD, well, maybe a bit more than slightly, but I like to be organized. That's an understatement. So the first thing I have here is this little book, and not only is it a wonderful, vibrant orange, it's got some nice patterns in it. What I'm going to use this book for is organization. So I can make like to-do lists and things in this book that will say like, okay, do this project and you have that due tomorrow, and even non-school related things like do your laundry, change the dishwater, stuff like that. And that helps me because then I'm not going to be worrying every single day, oh my gosh, did I forget to do my homework? Did I forget to leave an assignment? Oh my gosh, I've forgotten, I have a terrible memory, and things like that. So avoiding that is nice. Yeah, I don't really like using my agenda. All I have in my agenda is my schedule, so that way tomorrow I will know where I'm going, which is nice. There's also a map of my school somewhere in here. Yeah, here. There's a map, which is helpful, although I do know where most of my classes are because I am in grade 10. Yeah. I have my glasses, which have their own special little pocket, and they're in like a toolbox. Well, not really, but I don't know what Donna Karen was thinking. I think that's her name. I don't know. Also, some school supplies here I have that I would consider mandatory. So if you want to be prepared, you should have these school supplies. I have a ruler, and it's broken on one side, so it's mainly just for underlining. It's not like measuring or anything. I have my calculator, because I do have math and chemistry, and it is a good quality scientific calculator. I have scissors and a pencil sharpener. I think pencil sharpeners are very important to have, because if your pencil breaks on a test and you're not like me and you don't have like 8 pencils, then you're screwed. I have a whiteout pen, and I have a whiteout brush thing, yeah. I also have a stapler and staples, and I think a stapler is important because in most of my classes, they don't have staplers, so then I hand in assignments, and the teacher doesn't have a stapler, and I get worried that they're going to lose a sheet, and I'm going to get a bad mark. So by having a stapler, I can staple it together, and I can know that all my papers are together, and that hopefully my teacher won't lose it, which helps me. And then of course staples, so that my stapler, oh, it's almost out. When it runs out, then I can refill it. I have an assortment of pens and pencils. Pens and highlighters, and they're all color coordinated. So for example, math is blue, crafts will be pink, civics is going to be green, careers is purple, and chemistry is red. And my highlighter's orange, but that's okay. I don't need to freak out. That's okay. Which is good. And then I also just have some standard pens, pencils, highlighters, or not highlighters, pens and pencils. That's what's here. So in math, I will write most likely in blue pen, like to copy down the lesson, and then in my workbook or whatever, I will write in pencil to do the equations in case I get something wrong. Everything else will be written in black, except I will probably write crafts in pink, just because I probably won't have very many notes. And plus I want to write in pink. And that's kind of my non-serious course. Yeah. I also have a variety of erasers, and a little pencil-y, grippy thingy. I have mechanical pencils too, but they're not here. Alright, and then there's a few other things with my binders that I find really helpful for staying organized. So, I have math, and then crafts, and then lunch, and then civics and careers right after. So I put it all in one binder because I probably won't have very much to write for crafts or civics and careers. I like these binders, they're really good quality, and I like that it goes like this, because then it's like neat and it doesn't move my pages. This has 2 pockets, which is good. So for here I have my math set in here, and that has a protractor and a ruler and some triangle-y things. So I have 2 pockets. I might move this to the back more, so I can at least kind of separate because I have different subjects. So I could have my math set in one pocket, and then say civics here, or math here, and then I can have civics and careers and crafts, which is convenient. I also like to do my math in a notebook, so I have my notebook here. I have lots of paper, and I have dividers dividing my subjects, which helps me stay organized and know where my papers are going to go. Another thing about knowing where my papers are going to go, I like to be organized because, say if it's math, I will know automatically when I see blue, that's where it's going in my math binder. Yeah, then chemistry, nothing special. I have a graph paper book for math, which is good. It helps keep all my paper together. And then I have a folder. And I really like folders because on one side I can have my extra paper, and then I can kind of put miscellaneous, like, forms and things that need to be signed, and all that in here. And then anything else kind of here. Okay, so that's about it. I'm going to make another video about like lunches and things in a bit. And yeah, so I hope to anybody who's having school tomorrow that they are organized and prepared and not worried at all. Because everyone will do good and you'll find a seat and there's no need to panic.